So we're here at the International Museum of Surgical Science, and we really, in this exhibit, wanted to make pathology relatable for the visitor. So we're relating it to being a medical detective in the field. So that's the basic premise of the exhibit, and we have fun titles like Smoking Gun and Modus Operandi and things like that to talk to the visitor about what's going on in the panels and what's going on in the pathology field in general. Pathologists are the ones that are taking samples from the body and really looking into those samples and trying to figure out what's going on with the person. And so we get so many school groups through the museum, and a lot of the kids have never heard of pathology. We get over 3,500 school groups through, and so we're really talking to them about what pathologists do, and they're really starting to understand. I mean, when I say pathologists to these kids, a lot of them think I'm saying mythology, and so they start talking about Greek gods and goddesses. So we're really trying to get the word out about pathology here at the museum. So here at the museum, we have a very large collection, over 20,000 artifacts, and we happen to have these beautiful microscopes in our collection that fit really well into the theme of pathology. So these microscopes, some of them date all the way back to the 1700s through the 1800s, and there's a really beautiful, simple microscope here that actually has an inscription that says it's from Philadelphia, and it's in beautiful cursive handwriting. So these are really highlights of the exhibit here. These are different stones that were actually donated by two different pathologists. We have Dr. Robert Friedman and Dr. Misalek. Here we have a model of the stomach that visitors can see. And then we actually have slices of the stomach put into paraffin here, and a slice of the stomach put into a microscope slide so that visitors can really see the different parts of the stomach that pathologists deal with. So the whole stomach, and then breaking it down to the itty-bitty part that the pathologists actually work with.
Behind me is a statue of Giovanni Battista Morgani, widely credited as the father of anatomical pathology. Held the chair of anatomy at the University of Padua. The inaugural holder of the seat was Andreas Vesalius, so a kind of lineage of medical excellence. Morgani is credited with observing the infectious qualities of tuberculosis, describes gonorrhea. So really we're looking at one of the first chapters in pathology as a history and a field. The International Museum of Surgical Science recognizes that the modern pathologist is an integral component of the surgical team. For a museum committed to representing surgical science and all of its multifaceted components, really recognizing pathology's significance in the field is something we're certainly committed to. We're thrilled to represent the field with our first floor gallery and looking at aggressively expanding the current exhibit, Diagnostic Detectives, in the coming months. We would like to see the exhibit's size and scope expanded, looking at the historical precedents for modern pathological practice and also some of the more contemporary practices associated with the field.